Hi Potterheads! Today, I will unbox the seventh toy in my collection, which is the Whomping Willow from the Harry Potter Hogwarts Playset. We are now on the second toy, and this Roman numeral marks that this set is from the second movie, which is the Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets. So the box looks ragged, like it was just literally bitten up by the Whomping Willow. And so like the Weasley house, this also has a little hole which lets us try one of its features. And of course, the instructions on each side. Okay, let us now start unboxing. Cut these tapes. And let's take it out of the box. So I guess that toys from the second movie do not really include manual because this and my Weasley house do not have manual except for the instructions on the side of the box. Okay, I can already feel the Chamber of Secrets vibe here because of the creepy spider. Okay, so no plastic film here, but yay to more strings. Let us untie them so that we can finally explore it even if there are few things to explore. Okay, so what do we have here? Oh, it's a hidden extension. So for a recap, the sets that have these are the Hogwarts hut, the Weasley house, and this Whomping Willow. So the extension is a patch with spiders on it, and let's discuss it more later after I detach it from the box. Okay, so this set is actually not just the Whomping Willow, but it is an extension of the Forbidden Forest. I will untie Aragog first before we'll have a thorough discussion on this. So the details of this toy is cute. Although it did not perfectly replicate the Whomping Willow, it still looks like a tree, so it counts. Okay, so on the right is the Forbidden Forest because of the scary trees and the spider webs. So for the dolls, we have first Ron, who is confined in this transparent cell. So Ron here is the usual Ron, but he's wearing his robe for the second time, and like in the platform 9 3/4, he can also sit like a normal wizard. The second doll is Harry, which is also wearing his robe for the third time. First in the Hagrid's hut, second in the Forbidden Corridor, and third on this episode. They are both wearing their robes not just because of the obvious reason that they are in school and they must wear their uniforms, but because of the two important scenes in the Chamber of Secrets. Okay, and the last doll is the creepy giant spider named Aragog. Okay, just a heads up, I hate spiders, and I get very cringy even when I think about it. So Aragog is the second fantastic beast that made it to the playset. Because the first one was the Garden Gnomes in the Weasley House episode. So yay! I am looking forward for more magical creatures in this playset. So next is this. But wait, we don't have a doll here, but what we do have is this blue toy car. So this is the first set to have a vehicle or any accessory aside from dolls or extension, and I'm already loving it. So this is the flying Fort Anglia of the Weasleys, which played an important role in this movie, and safe to say that was the most iconic scene of the movie. Because to be honest, this was one of the few things that I remembered when I watched this in the cinema in 2002, and I was only 6 years old that time. So your guesses are right. The two boys can sit because they must drive the car, just like what they did in the movie. I said this scene was iconic because it is. So the story here is that Ron and Harry was left by the Hogwarts Express because it is already past 11, and we Potterheads are all aware that the Hogwarts Express stands by its strict schedule and no exceptions. Even if the boy who lived will save the entire wizarding world won't be on it. Okay, so the Weasley plus Harry drove to the King's Cross station with the families for the Anglia, and Arthur, Ron's dad, parked it outside the station. And because the two are desperate, they decided to use the car to to fly to Hogwarts. So this scene was really iconic because statistics showed that Ford sales went up when this movie was released. Joke, I'm just kidding. But after this, I also want my flying blue Ford because it's so amazing. And luckily, the two safely arrived at Hogwarts, and in the movie, the car went on its own and left the two. This tree won't be called the Whomping Willow if it will not move violently or be defensive, just like what it is supposed to be. So Mattel made it move by turning this. And it is now officially the Whomping Willow. Ron and Harry actually landed first on the branches of the tree, but because this plant is defensive, they were thrown off and wiggled by it, causing the four to be mad at the two and left them here, just like this. So the Whomping Willow was relevant in the Chamber of Secrets and, most importantly, in the Prisoner of Azkaban. But let us not get ahead of ourselves, shall we? Okay, so the right side is the Forbidden Forest. And although it was not mentioned in the box, I am claiming that it is what it is because of the Hogwarts map, which shows that the Whomping Willow is just meters away from the forest, and also because of Aragog. So you all remember my flashback in the Hagrid's hut, right? The one when Hagrid was framed by Tom Riddle of taking care of a dangerous creature that killed Moaning Myrtle. That creature Tom was referring to was baby Aragog. But Aragog back then was harmless. But now that she's all grown up, she was so vindictive and resentful because she thought Hagrid gave her away. That's why when the two boys reached the Forbidden Forest, where Aragog was living, she was so mad that she wants to harm Harry and Ron. Luckily, even though the Flying Ford was mad at Harry and Ron, it still managed to save them. So for the final feature, let us now attach the extension to the toy itself and put the dolls. So this scene was when they were trying to escape and the Flying Ford saved them. Okay, so if we turn the knobs in the extension or in the forest, the dolls will move and so are the branches of the tree. And there you have it, the Whomping Willow featuring the Forbidden Forest. Thanks for watching and tune in for more vintage Harry Potter merch. Nox.